Chuck's money's on the Boy Scouts. I'm going with the fire department. Yeah. All right, our first vehicle here is the American flag Jeep, driven by Richard Hoybrotten. He's a veteran, and he also presents the 13-star flag, our 50-star flag, and the Georgia State flag. Please join us at this time for the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States. Chuck, I think we got the Grand Marshal here. Yeah, here we have our Grand Marshal. Now, this year's Grand Marshal is a Marine Corps veteran. He is a former FAA air traffic control expert, Civil Air Patrol volunteer for over 4 decades. He led police for tots in Union and Downs County for 8 years. He is a 20-year member of the North Georgia Honor Guard and commander for the past 11 years. The Color Guard provides me commitment. Thank you to our Grand Marshal, Wayne Roshaven. All right, now we got our great Mayor, Buddy Moore. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for allowing this picnic or this party to happen today. We, the people, the opportunity of electing our own leadership, from the president to our congressional leaders to our state and local officials. All right, next up, we by our military. 1101, and they are, go ahead and come on up. We appreciate you guys for your service and sacrifice to our country. We also want to tell you and wish you a happy welcome home, and thank you for your service. Welcome home, guys. JoJo, I see you got JoJo with you. You know, these guys didn't get a great welcome home when they came back in the early 70s or late 60s. Some of them were forced to go, but they still did their duty. They still put their lives on the line to protect freedom for all of us. So thank you again, guys. And right behind them is the MASH Hummer 2 and Custom Jeep. MASH stands for Motivated Army Seeking Heaven. And we're glad that y'all are here. You got radar up there with you somewhere, or Hawkeye? Oh, it's a different MASH. Yeah, gotcha. Thank you, guys. And behind them, we have the Navy Seabees, NSBA Island X3, and members of the local Navy Seabees, Veteran Support Alliance Island X3. They're driving a 1949 Chevy truck with the Seabees logo, a mini Jeep, and the NSBA Island X3 trailer. An antique convertible, Vice Commander Brian Parker on a trike motorcycle with flags. You also have Nathan and Tammy Holloway, Judah and Micah in the CB mini Jeep. And you have Brian Parker on the CB trike. Sue Parker, Paula Lee, Grinska, and the NSBSA Swipe because they had to go into the islands and they'd have to do something like build a runway in the middle of nowhere, which is a big enough job by itself. But they got shot at while they were doing that. Yeah, they would shoot back and keep up the runway. Awesome. My father-in-law was a CB and he was stationed at Kodiak Island, and he told some stories about them trying to clear things and him driving a dump during rounds popping off and all that. Tough job, man. Appreciate their can-do attitude. All right, so next up, Chuck, is still CBs we got. That's Keith Hunter in the old Chevy truck there. Looking good, Keith. Keith Hunter and Ed Crenshaw. Serving communities and educating future generations about the founding principles of our country. All right, guys, the Boy Scouts are out in the middle of their big summer camp, but we got something better. We got the Cub Scouts. President Ronald Reagan noted that freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Unfortunately, like Rob said, Boy Scouts are not here, but we do have our Cub Scouts. This is our next generation, people. Freedom has to be fought for, folks. So next up, we have the Union County Historical Society. They're an organization that embodies the benefits of American enterprise and seek to enjoy much of our local history. They also contribute greatly to the community that seek to preserve and educate others on our history and culture. They maintain this courthouse. There's an awesome museum in front of us over this old house. And if you haven't taken the time to do this, you should tour what they have available. There's an awesome museum inside this courthouse. And next, look at these ladies, the Marvelous Mavens Red Hat Society. Welcome, ladies, yo-hee! All right, coming up, we have 5 to 10 classic cars. These are from the Blairsville Cruisers. No area that is more familiar to them than around this square. You can find them most weekends, I would say, at least once a month, you'll find the Blairsville Cruisers involved somewhere in the community. You know what I like about them, Chuck, is not almost every car show they do, proceeds are directed to one charity or another. More often than not, it's a veterans charity. So not only do they have the best cars in town, but they do a lot of good work for all of us. 1974, yellow Monte Carlo, Doug Brown. Hey, somebody took my Corvette. I thought you told me that for my birthday. I like the Corvette, guys. If anybody's, they were tanks. Having fun? Some of you are. I changed my mind, honey. I think maybe the old vet here would be my first choice. The red convertible vet. Rich wrote a song about that. Didn't he? Little red Corvette. He sure did. Bring him on, Kurt. Yep, keep him coming. All right, we've got young stolen rollback truck with Deanna Webster, the American Eagle and the Statue of Liberty. All right, that's Eddie the Eagle. And I think they got the most candy, Chuck. Look at all those buckets in the back. Oh yeah, big Eagle. And all the way over here, we have a 1923 Model T truck with Barry Young. And we have the Blue Ridge Mountain Jeepers. Bring them on, Keith. We got 10 Jeeps here. Tim and Daphne Dalton. Well, now I don't want to be the ones, broke down on the trailer, do you? Yeah, I know. You're four-wheeling. some work on it. I know, yeah. Only I knew a good Jeep guy. Yeah. Never forget on this Jeep here, I'm with you, sir. That was a day none of us should ever forget. All right, this one coming up, I think, has the most ducks. Oh yeah, that's a Jeep thing, you know. But you get ducks every time you go to a Jeep jamboree, or another Jeep will give you a Jeep if they see you. Yeah, Jeeps are among some of the friendliest. It's one of the friendliest communities they are. You see, sometimes you'll see a hand on the back of their Jeep, their mirror, like this one here, giving the peace sign. Yeah. That's just a thing. We all wave at each other, whether you know them or not, because we have something in common. Remember, this is the vehicle that got our troops through Europe and the islands in World War II. That's where these Jeeps started. Fun fact, I learned how to drive on a quarter-ton Army Jeep. Truck and a van. I got to tell you, Nate Prentice, he does so much for the community and for the veterans, and we just really appreciate him. He's a life member of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, and he never hesitates to reach out and help other veterans. Thank you, Nate. He's got a good horn, too.
One of those in blue.
You know, on a day like today, there's probably a lot of people that need him to come fix their air conditioning. And you got that right. Yeah, I need some right here. Where's that overcast sky I was from? We also have a 1985 Chevy Silverado from Brandon Anderson Auto Sales. Rollback truck decorated with soldiers in the red, white, and blue. Casey Smokey. They are shooting candy with parachutes up into the air, guys. That's pretty cool. Next we have Tanner Smoley. It's a rollback, and it's driven by Colton out and adopt a pet before you go buy one. And they're always looking for donations of dog food and cat food to feed all those animals. They are a true no-kill shelter. And I'm guessing all those dogs are up for adoption, Cassie? All right. You see a